Hello students, welcome to my channel. This session we will be taking up some special questions in simple equations. We'll do it in two parts. In first part we'll take a few examples, and in the second part we will take a few more examples. Right? Here comes the first question, students. 2x plus 3y plus 5z equals to 41. 4x plus 6y plus 9z equals 75. You're asked to find the value of z. Can we find out? Usually we are told in the initial sessions that when there are three unknowns, we need three equations. But there are only two equations, students. Can we do it? Yes, if there are three unknowns x, y, z, we need three independent equations to solve the problem, provided I ask you to find all three unknowns. But did I ask you to find all three unknowns? I asked you only z. If I ask you only z, only one variable, sometimes even with the help of two equations we can do, sometimes we cannot. How do we know? Let me write here a little bit clearly, students. Right, 4x plus 6y plus 9z equals to 75. Students, when you want z, other than z, what I have here, if you see the equation 2x plus 3y, 4x plus 6y, is the ratio same? 2:4. What is the ratio? 1:2. What is the ratio here? 1:2. Is it same? The ratio of the x coefficients and ratio of y coefficients same? Yes. When it is same like that, we can do it, students. 2/4, 1/2, 3/6, 1/2. If the whatever variable you have to find out, if the remaining two variables ratio in the two equations is constant, we can try. How? Just multiply the first equation with 2. What happens, students? 4x plus 6y, 4x plus 6y gets cancelled. What I have 10z here, 9z. What is the difference will be 1z. 2 into 41, 82, and here 75. The difference is 7. Z is 7. Suppose if I ask you to find y, can I find out? No. Why? What is the ratio of the other two coefficients? 2:5, 4:9. Is it the same ratio? No. So hence you cannot find y. We can find z because the other two variables coefficients ratio is constant, right? I've just given you a simple plain question. The same thing sometimes we'll give in a statement some like this. How? 6 pens, 4 pencils and 7 erasers cost rupees 45. 9 pens, 6 pencils and 10 erasers cost rupees 66. Find the cost of an eraser. It's similar to that, students. If I say cost of pen is x, cost of pencil is y, cost of eraser is z, what is the equation I can write? 6x plus 4y plus 7e equals to 45. Now what is this? 9 pens, 9x, 6 pencils, 6y, and 10 erasers, 10z equals to 66. You are asked to find eraser. Eraser means you want z. Cost of an eraser, z. Can we find out or not? Means yes. How? Again, if you see, what is the ratio of the coefficient? 6:9. What is the ratio? 2:3. 4:6. What is the ratio? 2:3. Same or not, students? Because the ratio of the coefficients here and here is same, we can find z value. If it is not same, we cannot find z value. That's what I'm trying to say. See, multiply this with 3 and multiply this with 2. What happens? 3 6 18, 2 9 18 gets cancelled. You see here, 3 4 12, 2 6 12 gets cancelled. Let's not write again 3 times this and subtract it, please. 2 times this and subtract it. You should be able to say that 3 7s 21, 2 10s 20. 21 minus 10, 1z. I mean, sorry, 21 minus 20, 3 7s 21, 2 10s 20, 21 minus 20, 1z. What is 3 into 45? 135. If you want, you can check. 135. What is 2 into 66? 132. What is the difference? 3. Z is 3. That means one eraser cost is 3 rupees, I can say. These are the special case. Normally, first reaction to students writing competitive exam will be, there are three unknowns, only two equations, we cannot solve it. Yeah, sometimes we cannot solve it if the ratio is not like this, but now we can do it. That's why I said it's a special case, right? Let's see one more question, students. 3 pens, 5 pencils and 7 erasers cost 50 rupees. 4 pens, 7 pencils and 10 erasers cost 65 rupees. You're asked to find cost of 1 pen, 1 pencil and 1 eraser. That means, students, pen is again x, pencil is y, eraser is z. If I assume, what is the equation I can write? 3x plus 5y plus 7z equals to 50. What about this? 4x plus 7y plus 10 erasers, 10z equals to 65. You are asked to find x plus y plus z. Can we do it? I want what is x plus y plus z means. Students, sometimes we can, sometimes we cannot. When we can do it means, if you can get this by combination of these two equations, I can. Right? See, how do I know? Before this, we have a video on linear dependency. You check that. If you know that this is a dependent on these two, I can do it. So see, now it is very simple, students. If I multiply this with 3 times and multiply this with 2 times, what happens? As you practice, you will know that, students. 3 3 is 9, 2 4 is 8, 9 minus 8 1, 3 5 is 15, 2 7 is 14, 15 minus 3 15 minus 14 1, 3 7 is 21, 2 10 is 20, 21 minus 21. So 350 is how much it is? 150. 265 is 130. The difference is 20. We get it. Then you may have a doubt, how do I know it is 3 times or 2 times? Fine, if you don't get idea, you see, by practice you will get it. Otherwise, what I told you in the dependency equation, let us say by multiplying this a times and by multiplying this b times, I get this. Let me assume. Then what I told you, vertical equations, please do watch that video on linear dependency. 3 into a, 3a, plus 4 into b, 4b. 3 times x coefficient is 3a, x coefficient is 4b, will be equal to 1. Similarly, y coefficient is how much? 5a. Here it is 7b. 5a plus 7b. When I add these two equations, I should get this, I said 1. So how many times of first equation and how many times of second equation will get me the third equation? I have to find a and b values. Look at these, students. If I multiply with 5 and I multiply this with 3, 5 3 is 15, 3 5 is 15, gets cancelled. What is 5 4 is 20? What is 3 7 is 21? Right? 20 here, 21 here. So here it is 5 and it is 3, means b is minus 2 or not. If you want, you can check. 15a plus 20b equals to 5. 3 times 15a plus 21b equals to 3. If I subtract, what happens? Minus b is equal to 2 means b is minus 2. Once b is minus 2, students, if I substitute 4 into minus 2, 8. Minus 8 comes this side, plus 8. 1 plus 8, 9. 3a is 9 means a is 3. Can I get it or not? Yes. That's how you can get idea. Now you can confirm it. 3 3s minus 2 4s 8. 3 5s minus 2 7s. 3 7s 21. Minus 2 10s 20. 3 50s minus 2 65s. Like that you can get. If you get idea directly, it's fine. If you don't get idea, like what we do in linear dependency, we'll do it. So please do watch that video, students. I don't want to repeat again the same thing here, right? So finally, what is the answer? X plus y plus z. One each is how much? 20. That's how we can solve the problem, right? We'll see one more special case, students. In a group, there are a certain number of boys and girls. Let us say, let there be B number of boys and G number of girls. Each boy contributes 3 rupees. Each girl contributes 5 rupees. And total contribution is 21. Find the number of boys and girls. How do you write it, students? Each boy contributes 3 and each girl contributes 5 means total contribution of boys is 3b. Total contribution of girls is 5g. But entire contribution is how much? 21 rupees. Now how do I find B and G? There are 2 unknowns and 1 equation. We don't know total how many students are there in the group, so that I can write B plus G is one more equation and then say there are 2 unknowns and 2 equations. So can I say that 2 unknowns and 1 equation, I cannot solve it? Usually yes, but here this is a special case. What is that special case, students? Is students, when I say number of boys and number of girls means boys and girls has to be positive. It can't be negative. How many boys are there means you don't say minus 2 boys, right? Second, they have to be positive. And second one is if they have to be integers. How many boys are there? How many girls are there means you say 2 boys or 2 girls or 3 boys or 4 girls. You don't say 2.5 boys or 3.2 number of girls. Do we say? No. That means this B and G have to be positive integers. Please remember, If 3b plus 5g is 21, what is the maximum value of g? Maximum can be 4, because if it is 5, 5 is 25. If this itself is 25, this will become negative, but number of boys can't be negative, right? So students, right, so maximum it can be 4, but can I take 4? If I take 4, 5, 4 is 20, what happens? 21 minus 21, if 3b is 1, b is 1 by 3. I don't get, see, I'll show you, 3b is equal to 21 minus 5g. 3b is equal to 21 minus 5g. b is equal to what? 21 by 3 minus 5g by 3. If 3 goes other side. Students, b is equal to 7 minus 5g by 3. See, 5g by 3 has to be an integer, then only 7 minus something can be integer. If g is 1, will it become integer? No. If g is 2, 5 into 2, 10 by 3, will it be integer? No. If g is 3, yes, 3 gets cancelled, then 7 minus 5, it will become 2, it is an integer. Boys 2, girls 3, it is satisfying. Yes or no? If boys 2 and girls 3, it will satisfy or not? Yes. Can this be 4 students? 5 into 4, 20 by 3 is not an integer. Why? Number of boys has to be an integer. 20 by 3 means 6 point something. 7 minus 6 point something, it will be fraction. Can it be 5? 5 is 25 means 25 by 3 will be 8 point something. 7 minus 8 will become negative. No. That means the only values that satisfy this equation is boys 2 and girls 3. Yes or no? So like that, you will have some special cases, students. Right? So this is the beauty of competitive examinations. We will not just simply say there are two unknowns and one equation we cannot solve. See the given situation and conditions there. You have to be alert to that, students, right? Okay, so these are some of the examples. In the second part, we will take up few more examples, right? Thank you. In the meantime, if you have any queries, you can always contact me at sr.gorantla1@gmail.com, or you can also reach out at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn at sr.gorantla.